And hello friends, welcome to Game 2 of our celebration of the 1973 New York Mets, my favorite baseball team of all time, and it could be yours too. This week we started with a book review of a book about the New York Mets, and we did Game 1 last night of a replay of the 1973 NLCS against the Cincinnati Reds. And today we're up to Game 2. I won't spoil Game 1. If you want to go back and check it out, it's still on my channel for your enjoyment. Game 2, we're using the as-played lineups, of course, because if we don't, heads explode all over this great land of ours. And so for Game 2, we are at Riverfront Stadium, and the opposing pitchers are a pair of hard-throwing 1973 style lefties, John Matlack for the visiting Mets and Don Gullett for the homestanding Cincinnati Reds on the AstroTurf carpet of Cincinnati's Riverfront Stadium. So, there's our warm-up. So let's get to the starting lineups and roll some replay classic baseball as 1973 Mets theme week continues. For the Mets, here's Yogi Berra's batting order. Leading off at third base, it's Wayne Garrett. Batting second, at second base, Felix Millan. And if I can make my fingers work, life would be better. Batting third in right field, Rusty Staub. Batting fourth in left field, it's Cleon Jones. Batting fifth at first base, John Milner. Batting sixth behind the plate, Jerry Grody. Batting seventh in center field, Don Hahn. And batting eighth at shortstop, it's Bud Harrelson. On the mound, John Matlack, 23-year-old left-hander. All right, for the Reds, leading off in left field, it's Pete Rose. Batting second at second base, Joe Morgan. Batting third at first base, Tony Perez. Batting fourth behind the plate, Johnny Bench. Batting fifth in right field, Andy Cosco. Batting sixth at third base, Dan Dreesen. Batting seventh in center field, Cesar Geronimo. And batting eighth at shortstop, Darrell Chaney. On the mound, 22-year-old Don Gullett. All right, there are your lineups. We're ready to go with some replay classic baseball, 1973 style, in Game 2 of our 1973 Mets theme week. All right, here we go. The pitch to Wayne Garrett to start this game is a 3-5. That's a 24 in column 3. That's going to drive Pete Rose back, but he's going to make the catch on the track, and we are underway in Cincinnati, or if you're Sparky Anderson, Cincinnati. Pitch to Millan is a 2-3. That's a 6. Hey, struck him out. 2 gone in the first. Here's Rusty Staub. Pitch from Gullett is a 27. In column 1, that's a base hit. Cosco cuts it off before it gets in the gap. But does he boot it? Yes, he does. It's an E9, and Rusty Staub's going to get to second on the error. So he's in scoring position with 2 outs for Cleon Jones. Chance for the Mets to grab an early lead. Gullett the stretch and the delivery to Cleon. Hey, he struck him out. That's number 2. And it retires the Mets in inning number 1. They don't get anything. They get a hit. They leave 1. After a half an inning, no score. Matlack facing Rose, Morgan, and Perez. The wind and the delivery to Pete is a 32 in column 3. Line drive right at Cleon Jones for 1 out. We're going. A couple of hard throwing lefties in this one. Matlack against Morgan. It's a 17 in column 3, and this is stroke to right center and deep. Joe Morgan's around first. Hahn cuts it off. He whirls, he throws, and Morgan's into second base sliding with a double. Now it's Perez. Matlack the stretch, the pitch to the RBI man. Hey, struck him out. 2 gone, bottom of the first. And bench with a chance to give the Reds the early lead. Pitch from Matlack. Hey, struck him out. So each lefty gets 2 first inning strikeouts. Nobody scores. We go to the second. Scoreless in Cincinnati, which is nothing like being sleepless in Seattle. Milner, Grody, Hahn, 5-6-7 for the Mets. The pitch from Gullett is an 8. He pops it up. Drifting into foul territory is Joe Morgan with that undersized glove. He puts it away and makes the catch. Out number 1. Gullett winds and delivers to Grody. That's a 17 in column 3, and it's stroked inside the left field line. Rose got to go dig it out of the corner. Grody around first. He'll take second. And it's a 1-out double for the Mets. Here's Hahn. Gullett the stretch, and the delivery is a 23 in column 3. Hit to center and deep. This is driving Geronimo back. He's going to make the catch. And Grody will hold at second. Harrelson is due. 2 outs, first base open. I think Sparky walks him, so I'm going to do that too. So with 2 outs and 2 on, now it'll be Matlack against Gullett. Lefty-lefty matchup. Gullett the stretch, and the delivery is a struck him out. Number 3 for Don Gullett. That retires the Mets in inning number 2. Go to the bottom of the second without any score. Costco, Dreesen, Geronimo, righty, lefty, lefty in the Reds second. For tomorrow's game, we're going to Shea. Going to Shea Stadium for game 3. Matlack winds and delivers to Costco. That's a 34 in column 3, and that's drilled. Down the first base line. Past Milner. Staub's got to go get it. Costco's got a leadoff double. Dreesen up. He may get the bunt sign against the lefty. Let's see. Matlack the stretch. This pitch. Dreesen's not bunting. It's a 24 in column 3. That's deep to left. Under it is Cleon. He will make the catch. And Costco holds. Now it's Geronimo. Didn't play a ton at this point in his career against lefties, but he's in there today. Matlack the stretch and the delivery. That's a 22 in column 3. That's deep to right. Under it is Staub. He makes the catch. Costco holds, and there's 2 outs. Identical situation as the top of the inning, but I don't think Yogi walks Cheney. I think he lets Matlack pitch to him. Lefty-lefty matchup. Pitch from Matlack is a 13 in column 2, and that's going to be, of course, a base hit. 13 in column 2. To Hahn in center field. Costco around third. He's going to score. Hahn throws all the way home, missing the cutoff man. Cheney goes to second. It's 1-0 Reds. And that'll bring up Gullett with 2 outs and nobody, and Cheney at second. 1-0 Reds. Matlack the stretch, and the delivery is a 22 in column 3. That's high but not deep to Staub in right field. And that will retire the side. And what am I doing with this die? What am I doing with this die? All right. So that will retire the Reds. We go to the third. And it'll be Gullett, Meehan, and Staub up for the Mets in inning number 3. Gullett's pitch to Gullett is a 37 in column 1. That's grounded to Morgan to his left. He throws and retires Wayne Garrett. 1 down, top of the third. We got a 1-0 Reds score. Reds lead. Gullett to Meehan is a 8 in column 3. That's a base hit for Felix. 1 out, 1 on for Staub. Gullett the stretch. The delivery to Rusty. Hey, struck him out. Number 4 for Gullett. Here's Jones. Cleont, 20. And that's to right, but not deep. Costco toward the line will make the catch, and that retires the Mets in inning number 3. So we got the top of the order coming for Cincinnati. Rose, Morgan, Perez. Pete, the pitch is a base hit. He's on with a single. Morgan up. 1 for 1 for Joe. Matlack the stretch and the delivery is a 23 in column 3. Hit in the air to center. Hahn makes the catch for out number 1. Perez up. Matlack the stretch and the pitch. That's to left and deep. Jones to the track, to the wall. It's gone. 3-0 Reds, bottom of the third. And bench. Hey, struck him out. Matlack humped up on that fastball. Third strikeout for John. 2 outs, bottom of the third, and Costco comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1. Hey, struck him out. 4 for Matlack. 3-0 Reds, though. They scored 2 on 2 hits. They don't leave anybody. The homer by Perez extends the lead. We're going to the 4th with a 3-0 Reds advantage. Milner up. 0 for 1. Pitch from Gullett. Hey, struck him out. Number 5 for the lefty from Cincinnati. Grody, 1 for 1. Hey, struck him out. Number 6 for Gullett in 3 2/3. Hahn up. And I've lost complete use of my motor skills. Here we go. The pitch to Hahn, who's 0 for 1, is a 5. Ground ball, Cheney. He gloves it and throws to Perez, and that retires the Mets in the 4th. Bottom of the 4th coming. It's 3-0 Cincinnati. Dreesen, Geronimo, Cheney, lefty, lefty, lefty against Matlack. Pitch struck him out. 3 in a row fanned by Matlack. 5 in the game. Geronimo, struck him out. 6 for Matlack. We got a lot of K's going in this one. Cheney in there. Base hit for Daryl Cheney. That's the 2nd hit for the Reds shortstop. Maligned for his hitting. Gullett up there now 0 for 1. The pitch to Don Gullett is a 22 in column 3. That's high in the air to right. Staub calling and taking for out number 3. We go to the 5th. Harrelson, Matlack, and Garrett do. 3-0 Reds. But I have a feeling it's going to take more than 3 runs to win this game. I don't know why I feel that way, but I got that feeling. Got that feeling going. Harrelson was walked intentionally in the second, and he is only at bat. Or plate appearance, I should say. This is a 4-6. They're back. That's to Morgan. And he makes the play to Perez for out number 1. Matlack do. Yogi, I think, would let him bat, so I'm going to as well. The pitch from Gullett to Matlack is a 5 hit in the air to right. Costco coming in a few steps and makes the catch for out number 2. Here's Garrett. Sitting on an 0 for 2 day. Gullett is retired 7 in a row, 8 of 9. Until now. This is to right and deep. Driving Costco back, and it's just inside the foul pole for a home run for Wayne Garrett. It's a 3-1 ball game, Reds advantage. And Mian comes up at 1 for 2. The pitch to Felix is a pop-up. Foul territory, Bench throws away the mask and makes the catch, but the Mets get on the board with a home run by Wayne Garrett. We're halfway through this one, and it's Reds 3, Mets 1. Rose coming up, top of the order for the Reds. Rose, Morgan, Perez. 1 for 2 for Pete. Matlack winds and delivers. That's an 18. This could be trouble. That's an 18. The infield is at normal depth. It's grounded to Harrelson at short. Bud is a 2. That's a 20. He throws to Milner, and they get Rose by a half step, hustling down the line, of course. Now it's Morgan. 1 for 2 for Joe. Matlack, struck him out. Number 7 for Morgan, for Matlack. 2 down in the bottom of the 5th, and now it's Perez, who homered in the 3rd to give him their current advantage. The pitch is a 17 in column 1. Base hit left field. Cleon Jones to his right is a 3. Makes the throw back in. Perez holds it first. Now it's Bench. Matlack has struck out Bench both times he's appeared at the plate. The pitch to Johnny is to left and deep. Cleon Jones back. No chance. Bench goes way, way, way out of here. It's a 5-1 Reds lead. Matlack unable to get that shutdown inning that he needed. The Reds open up a 4-run bulge. Costco up now. Matlack winds and delivers. Ground ball. Felix Mian. He gloves it and throws to Milner, and that retires the Reds in the 5th, but they get 2 on 2 hits and a home run by Bench. The Red Lumber is making an appearance in this game. Top of the 6th coming. It's 5-1 Cincinnati, or if you're Milo Hamilton, Cincinnati. Staub, Jones, Milner, 3, 4, 5 batters coming in the Mets 6th. Pitch from Gullett is ball 4. Not what Sparky Anderson had in mind. A leadoff walk. Here's Cleon. Gullett the stretch. And the delivery to Jones is a 37. Ground ball to Morgan. Morgan goes to Cheney for 1. The relay to Perez is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play turned by the Reds. And now it's Milner. Gullett's pitch is an 8 in column 2. That's a pop-up. Heading into foul territory is Joe Morgan, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So the Mets fail to score despite the leadoff walk. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 5-1 Reds. Dreesen, Geronimo Cheney against Matlack. That's a 37 in column 1 for Dreesen. Ground ball, Felix Millan. He throws and gets Dreesen for out number 1. Geronimo, the pitch to him is a 38 in column 6. Hey, he struck him out. Number 8 from Matlack. Second strikeout for Geronimo on the day. And with 2 outs and nobody on, it's Cheney, who's got a pair of hits in the game. The pitch to Darrell is a 23 in column 6, and this is stroke to center. Gonna split Staub and Hahn. Around first goes Cheney, and he will take second with a double, and here comes Gullett. They're gonna let him bat. He will be fatigued in the 7th. The pitch to Gullett is hit to Milner at first. He's going to take it himself, and that will retire the Reds in inning number 6. 3 innings to go. Reds leading 5-1. We're flipping Gullett to his B side here, so we're going to hear songs like I Want to Hold Your Hand and Border Song. So top of the 7th, Grody, Hahn, Harrelson, 6, 7, 8 for the Mets. Now Sparky is going to get his bullpen working immediately. It's going to be Tom Hall, a.k.a. The Blade, and Pedro Bourbon. Lefty-righty double-barreled action just the way I like it. And starting to stretch is Clay Carroll. And that is not a nose joke. Yeah. All right, so. But it's Bourbon and Hall throwing right now in the Reds' bullpen, top of the 7th. Mets need 4 to tie, 5 to take the lead. It's 1 for 2 for Grody. The pitch is a 13 in column 1, and that's a base hit for Grody. Mets have their leadoff batter on again. Here comes Don Hahn. Hahn is 0 for 2. Gullett the stretch. The delivery is a 21 in column 6, and that's to center and medium deep. Under it is Geronimo for out number 1. Here's Harrelson. Gullett the stretch. The pitch to Bud is a 17, and this is trouble. This is trouble in column 3. Gonna be down the left field line. Rose gotta dig it out of there. And Grody will stop at third. The Mets have something going in the 7th. And here comes Sparky. He has seen enough. No, he's not coming. He's standing on this top step of the dugout, staring at Yogi. And Yogi is calling on Willie Mays to make a pinch hit appearance against the left-hander Gullett. So Mays will pinch hit here in the 7th. That's it for Matlack. Matlack went 6 innings. He allowed 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 hits. He walked none. He struck out 8, but he allowed 5 runs, and they're all earned. So the kid didn't get the job done in this game. Mays coming, and now out of the dugout comes Sparky Anderson. He wants Bourbon to face the right-handed Mays. And Bourbon had 80 appearances, so he certainly knows his way to the mound in 1973. Righty-righty matchup. Yogi is not going to pinch hit for Mays. He's going to let him bat. So, let's set the runners. Grote's at third. Harrelson's at second. There's one man out, and here comes Mays. 5-1 Reds. Mays gets a hit here. They get right back in the game. Bourbon the stretch, and the delivery to Willie Mays is a 14 in column 1. That's a base hit to right field. That's going to drive home Grote. It's 5-2. Harrelson is around third. And he's going to score as well. It's a 2-run single for the 42-year-old Willie Mays. And it's a 5-3 ball game now with Gullett coming up. Sparky shaking his head in the dugout. Gullett coming up, Meehan on deck, Mays at first base, and there's only one out. 5-3 Reds, top of the 7th. We got a ball game. Starting to throw in the bullpen for the Mets. It's Harry Parker and Tug McGraw. Gullett, 1 for 3. He hits a long one, and we're tied. Bourbon the stretch. The delivery is a 7 in column 3. It's a base hit to left. Rose is in left. He is a 4. Mays is not faster than Rose is a defender, so Mays stops at third. There's Mets at the corners. Clay Carroll has joined Tom Hall, the Blade, in the Reds bullpen. Bourbon has faced 2 batters. Both have singled. Mays is now at third. Garrett's at first, the tying run in the ball game. Meehan comes to the plate. Rusty Staub is on deck. Reds infield at double play depth. Meehan 1 for 3. The pitch from Bourbon is a 2. Ground ball to Perez. He's going to turn and fire to Cheney at second. The relay to Bourbon is not in time. Meehan brings home Mays on the fielder's choice by beating the rap at first. It's a 5-4 ball game now, and that'll bring up Staub. Here comes Sparky out of the dugout, shaking his head still at Pedro Bourbon. Tom Hall, a.k.a. The Blade, is on to face Rusty Staub, a lefty-lefty matchup. Clay Carroll continues to warm in the dugout, or in the bullpen. So, what do we have here? We have a 5-4 Reds lead, top of the 7th, 2 outs. Tying run at first base in the person of Felix Meehan. Go-ahead run at home plate in the person of Rusty Staub. Hall the stretch, checks Meehan at first, and the delivery to Staub is a 21 in column 3. To center field, long run for Geronimo, but he catches up to it and makes a fine running catch. The Mets get 3 runs on 4 hits and narrow the Reds' lead to 1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch them out in a nerve-wracked Riverfront Stadium. Reds 5, Mets 4. So Mays' day is done. He is done. But he delivered the hit of the day for the Mets to get him back in the ball game. The new pitcher for the Mets will be Harry Parker. He is a right-hander, and he is on to face Rose, Morgan, and Perez. Switch lefty-righty. 5-4 Reds, bottom of the 7th. They're looking for insurance. Or as they say in Central Illinois, insurance. All right. Got a good one. Game 2, Mets week. Rose is 1 for 3. Parker winds and delivers to Pete. That is hit on the ground to Bud Harrelson. He's up with it and throws to Milner for out number 1. Now it's Morgan. Joe is 1 for 3. 32 in column 1. Ball 4. He walked Morgan. And there's a star. And that means he's going. Perez is up. Takes the first pitch. There goes Morgan. Down to second. Grote's throw not in time. He steals second base. Perez behind in the count 0-1. Parker to Perez, 2 for 3 for Tony. That's an 8 in column 5. He walked him. Maybe one of those intentional jobs. Here's Bench. He had a big home run in the 5th to give them their current margin of the lead. Parker the stretch, the delivery. That is ball 4. They're full of Reds, bases dripping with Reds, bottom of the 7th on walks. Costco due up. If you go to a lefty here, Yogi brings in Tug. So he's going to switch. He's going to stick with Costco. Infield is in for the Mets. 5-4 Reds, bottom of the 7th, looking for more. 1 man out. The pitch. 35 in column 3 for Costco. Stroke to right. Gonna be off the wall. Hahn gloves it. He whirls and throws toward home. Morgan scores. Perez scores. And let's check Bench is running. He is a 3. And Bench will score sliding. It's a 3-run double off of Harry Parker for Andy Costco. The unlikeliest hero of all, but he may have just salted the game for the Reds. It's 8-4 Cincinnati. Here comes Yogi. He wants the ball, and he wants Tug McGraw. That's it for Parker. A disastrous 3rd of an inning for Harry. 3 walks, 1 hit. So far, 3 runs, all of them earned. Tug is on. Of course, he was the short man in the Mets bullpen in 73. It's going to be Sadecki starting to throw for the Mets. And George Stone, a pair of lefties. No, he's not going to start Stone. No. Sadecki, just Sadecki. Costco is on second base. Are they going to run for him? That's the question of the day. No, not yet. All right, Dreesen, 0 for 3, lefty-lefty matchup. On deck is Geronimo, also 0 for 3. The pitch from McGraw is an 18. That is grounded to Garrett. He is a 3, and that's off his glove. It's going to be an infield single. Costco goes to 3rd, sliding, and Reds at the corners with 1 out. Mets infield moves in again. Geronimo 0 for 3, the pitch to Cesar. is grounded to Gullett. Garrett's a 3. He's coming home with the throw. Gullett to Grody, and Grody applies the tag to the sliding Costco. And the contact play does not work, although they stay out of the double play. Dreesen advances to second. Geronimo is safe at first. Still 8-4 Reds. Now it's Cheney with 2 on. He's 3 for 3. Darryl Cheney hasn't been 4 for 4 in his life. The pitch, hey, struck him out. That retires the Reds, but they get 3 runs on 2 hits and leave 2. And after 7 complete, it is Reds 8, Mets 4. Jones, Milner, Grody, righty, lefty, righty, in the Mets 8th. They got more work to do. Jones is 0 for 3. The pitch from the Blade is a 30 in column 6. Base hit center field. The Mets just keep coming at you. Milner up 0 for 3. Grody on deck. The pitch to John Milner is a 20 in column 6 to right and deep. Back is Costco and making the catch for out number 1. Returning to first is Cleon Jones. Grody up 2 for 3. Pitch to Jerry. Hey, struck him out. 2 gone in the 8th. Now it's Hahn. Hey, struck him out. The Blade with gas. It's a broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas. Bottom of the 8th coming. 8-4 Reds. Pitcher's spot is due against McGraw. Then the top of the order with Rose and Morgan. So Sparky's going to his bench. Clay Carroll, the only man warming in the bullpen. And it's going to be Dennis Menke to pinch hit for the Blade. All right, McGraw, the pitch to Menke. 28 in column 6 is a base hit to center. Drops in front of Hahn. Menke's aboard. Here's Rose. 1 for 4. McGraw the stretch, and the delivery is an 18. And it's hit to Harrelson. And that's off Bud's glove. Infield hit for Rose. Menke's safe at first. At second. 2 on. Nobody out for Morgan. Sadecki throwing with more enthusiasm at the moment. McGraw's pitch to Morgan is a 39 in column 6. Hey, struck him out. McGraw with number 2. But he's not out of the woods yet, because here's Perez. McGraw the stretch, and the delivery to Tony Perez is a 37 in column 1, and this has trouble written all over it. Knocked down by Meehan. Picks it up. Fires to Harrelson for 1. The relay to Milner is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play turned by the Mets. We go to the 9th with the score. Cincinnati 8, New York 4. Menke will stay on and play third base in the top of the 9th. The new pitcher will bat 6th. In other words, he'll be up 3rd in the bottom of the 9th if there is a bottom of the 9th. And that's Clay Carroll, the Hawk. The Hawk is on for the save. 8-4, Reds, top of the ninth. Harrelson, then a pinch hitter for McGraw, and Gullett. Pitch to Bud is a ball 4. All right, now it's the pitcher's spot. Clay Carroll is awaiting a pinch hitter for Tug McGraw. And it's going to be Ed Kranepool. Oops, not Ron Hodges. It'll be Ed Kranepool. Carroll the stretch. The delivery is an 18 in column 3. This is to center and deep over Geronimo's head somehow, and it one-hops the wall. Around second is Harrelson. He will go to third and hold there. Gullett is at the plate with Meehan on deck. Meehan would be the tying run. They're fanning Sparky Anderson in the Reds dugout. Gullett is 1 for 2. 2 for 4. Sorry, 2 for 4. Carroll the stretch, and the delivery to Wayne Gullett is a 32 in column 6. To center, charging in is Geronimo and makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Meehan on deck. Staub. Felix is 1 for 4. The pitch to him is a 9 in column 2. Popped him up. Tony Perez in foul territory, taking it for out number 2. Staub is up. He's the last chance saloon for the Mets with Jones on deck. The pitch from Carroll is a 32 in column 6, and this is to center field. Charging in one more time is Geronimo, and the Reds win the game. It's an 8-4 Game 2 victory for Cincinnati. Let's give you the totals. For the victorious National League West champions, 8 runs. 13 hits, and they committed 1 error. For the Mets, 4 runs. 9 hits, and they committed no errors. Winning pitcher, Don Gullett. Clay Carroll does not get a save. Losing pitcher is John Matlack. We'll go over everything as far as where the series stands before tomorrow's game, which will be Game 3, and that'll be in Shea Stadium between these same 2 ball clubs. It'll be, I believe, it's going to be Kuzman for the Mets. And I want to say Grimsley for the Reds, but I got to check. All right, thanks for being with me. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel, my friends. And I will see you here tomorrow for Game 3, 73 Mets week. Have a good one. So long, everybody.